close. Oh. Just wait for that graphic to end.
That's not Destiny.
We're still here at Gamescom 2015, powered by Twitch, and I am honoured and privileged to be here with DeeJ from Destiny and Ian and Martin from Churches. I feel like Wayne in Wayne's World. I'm not worthy to be in the presence of you three fine individuals. But we're here to talk about the Taken King and Destiny, and I hear we're all really big fans and all really excited to play it.
Man, I'm excited about this DLC. Like, I'm a huge fan of the game. I've got a lot of hours on my game clock at this point. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. Seriously.
What's your class?
I've got 2 warlocks and 1 hunter.
Wow. For the warlocks, not so much the hunter.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
It's exactly the same, yeah. 2 warlocks and a hunter.
Fabulous. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you know, neither of you have a Titan. You think you might roll that solar Titan in the Taken King?
I'm liking the solar hammer Titan. Yeah. It looks cool, man. But I just don't know if I can do the grind. Unless, I don't know if you guys have revealed yet, or how it's going to be structured with the leveling.
So if you wanted to, I can't believe I'm going to say this, if you wanted to delete one of those warlocks.
No, I don't want to do that.
Why can't we add another character slot? Just another one more.
If you got rid of one of your warlocks and you wanted to roll a Titan, you're going to have a consumable. You can have a boost consumable so that Titan can originate ready to embark on the new adventure. So you wouldn't have to send it through the year 1 content. You'll be able to go right into the Taken King with your new Titan.
Okay.
So then you have one of each. You'll have the new subclasses. You have all those new abilities to master.
Do you need to be a certain level for that thing to
No, you create a new Titan, you burn the boost consumable, and you're ready to play the Taken King.
Wow.
So we're jumping you right back into the action.
Do that once?
Do that once.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to run a Titan then.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll my first ever Titan. How about you? What's your class?
I roll Titan. I like the simplicity. I like hitting people in the face. I like, you know, the...
You need a warlock. You need a warlock.
Yeah,
right,
he does.
boys?
He does.
You need some robes in your life,
Yeah,
bro.
I do. I mean, I almost like the fact that it's kind of got that, you know, almost that armored warrior simplicity about it. It's something about that for me.
Yeah, space wizard.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I know you got the arc energy, you know, like bolts of electricity right out of the fingertips.
Oh, I'm so excited to see the new ways to play, and I imagine it's going to, you know, make you almost want to start again from level 1 because you've got this whole new mechanic behind it, and and seeing the story again with a fresh perspective. Because every time one of these the expansion comes out, and now the new Taken King coming out, it kind of changes your interpretation of the events you've seen before.
And we've rebuilt the events of the original, you know, shipping game of Destiny with the new quest lines. So the Taken King is based on these quest lines. It creates a more logical path between you and the rewards that you want to earn. It makes player progression a lot cleaner. It takes a lot of the guesswork and the questions out of what do I do next.
Okay.
And we went back and rebuilt the original Destiny campaign using those quest lines.
Awesome.
So that when people finish, when they reach like level 20 for the first time and they finish the original Destiny campaign and they say to themselves, well, what do I do now? Like, how do I level up for my first raid? We're making all of those questions a lot easier to answer for you
That
guys.
makes a lot of sense to me, because I guess the playing through the Dark Below and original vanilla Destiny was the hardest period to get from level 20 to level 32.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times I ran Crota, like trying to get enough shards to get to 32.
It was a lot.
It was a lot, right? But it's one of those things that if you can make it a little bit more obvious for people, then that would make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, the whole leveling system is streamlined now.
Right.
So you level up by playing the game. You go and you play missions, you kill enemies, you know, you complete your bounties and your quests. All of that stuff contributes to your next level up. So you still got your light, you still got the gear, and you still got the weapons and the armor that make you powerful.
Here we go.
So we're looking right here at an excerpt of the first mission from the Taken King. So this is a fire team of Guardians infiltrating a Cabal base. The Cabal have they've sent out their own distress signal saying, you know, they're evacuating their own base. Cabal never evacuate their own base, but here they are on the run. Yeah. And this is the first time that you go in and discover that the Guardians have a new enemy. They're called the Taken.
You know, I don't know if I'm down to help out the Cabal in any way.
I mean,
Valenstine's been kicking my ass for the last, like, 9 months.
I mean, do you stick to the single player, the multiplayer? What's your favorite way to play Destiny?
I'm kind of split down the middle, to be honest. I do a lot. I still run the raids. I was big into Prison of Elders for maybe a couple of months, 2-3 months. I now run Skolas, you know, every so often, but it's hard. It takes a lot of time as well. I do the raids more for kind of social gratification, hanging out with my friends, running raids. That's cool.
Do you raid together?
No, yeah, Hemi's left me behind. He hasn't played in a while. I hang out with some other people that I've met through the community. And Ian will come back. He's back. I know he's back for this expansion. It's for sure.
We did raid together a lot though.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
That, and I'm really now getting heavily into the PvP aspect of the game, because I'd never played PvP shooters before Destiny. I was really into shooters. I always played campaign modes, and then it was always too intense with the online. And don't get me wrong, Destiny is about as intense as it gets online on PvP, but I kind of broke through that ceiling, and now I made like level 5 Iron Banner at like 1 a.m. the other night. And I was like, I was leaving for promo, and I was just like, I'm not going to bed till I get this done.
Well, I think Destiny compared to a lot of other shooters, the mechanics are so refined and so distilled that once you're into the single player, it's not too much of a transition. Where in a lot of other FPS games, there's almost a different game, the multiplayer and the single
you
player.
can jump back and forth once you've mastered your subclass. You know, like right here, we're looking at the new Arc Warlock.
Wow.
You know, so if he can go in here and he can dispatch Cabal like this, that's going to be just as deadly in the Crucible.
Yeah,
I imagine
you know what?
That's insane.
Forget the Solar Titan, man. It's all about that arc lightning wallet.
Fun. Yeah, it's the
all about
essential
it.
like space mage fantasy. So for other people in the community who maybe haven't played a raid or maybe craving more teammates, you said you've met other people in the community. How did you go about doing that?
To be honest, I used LFG websites like the LFG.com and LFG.net.
Yeah.
And I started by just posting, I'm this level, I have these weapons, can I raid with you guys? And then you meet people, some more annoying than others. But there's a lot of good people in the Destiny community, and I've made good friends through playing online, and some of my other friends that were generally just into gaming, sure I played with them, but I've made more friends through the LFG aspect of it than I have just met people from other aspects of gaming.
So
this
check
is a new Crucible.
This is a new Crucible mode. This is called Rift. So you see it says charging. That's the spark.
Yeah.
So there's a common element in the center of the map. That's what you're fighting over. So once that spark charges up, you're going to collect it. And once you have collected the spark, you become the spark runner. And it's not like carrying a bomb or carrying a ball. You're essentially infused with its essence. So that person that's glowing with the light is able to move, able to shoot, not able to use their super. They have some damage resistance, and you can see that this player right now is defending their runner, and the runner is going to attempt to deliver the spark to the rift. So you're taking the spark to the enemy base. If you can jump up and deliver the spark to the rift, destroy the enemy base, you kill anybody in the immediate vicinity who's defending, and the round is over. Spark starts to recharge again. So this is about map control. You're fighting to control the center of the map because that's where the spark is going to charge. And then you collect the spark, and again, you're the spark runner.
Yeah.
So even if you don't deliver the spark to the objective and score those points, you can see up in the upper left-hand corner, you are the runner, and you're going to earn points by closing distance between yourself and the enemy base. So there's a lot of different ways to put points on the board here. It's a great objective type. Rather than a capture the flag type mode where it's about stealing something and bringing it back home, it's more offensive. Because if you collect that spark, you have to penetrate into the enemy base, and you have to destroy the enemy team.
This looks really, really cool. This is the Crucible mode I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
I think,
Requires a lot of teamwork.
It does, and that's the thing, like, as much as you can play Destiny on your own, it's the fire team aspect, it's the working together as a team and having that sense of shared achievement that is so paramount in Destiny.
Yeah, and we built this game, to be social. We built this game to be cooperative, which is really, I'm very lucky that this created a community surrounding the game where people realize they have to partner up, they have to cooperate with each other to do the most challenging things to earn the best rewards in the game, which is why the end result is a community that really does want to help each other out.
Right.
Yeah.
You show up in the right place in our community and say, I've never done a raid, or I've never done a Nightfall strike, and I want to become legend, I want to get the really sweet gear and the awesome armor and the exotic weapons, and people are like, I've played that a number of times, but it would be great to see it from a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
I'll take you out and I'll show you how badass I am, and we'll show you the way.
Awesome, I'm excited by that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned, of course, exotic weapons, and that's a big part of Destiny. What weapons do you roll with? Obviously, you can only have one at a time. I use Mead and multi-tool personally. That's my favourite.
Scout rifle?
Scout rifle.
Scout rifle?
Yeah, I like the precision. Do you flip? Do you change? Do you stick to one?
I've got a favourite exotic for every slot. I run Bad Juju in the Crucible.
Nice.
Like, I won't run Thorn. I'm just not going to do it. It's just not
What's
me.
wrong with Thorn? I love
I
Thorn.
hate Thorn spammers.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone loves Thorn. Who uses
Yeah,
Thorn.
because it's like
Everyone
one of the
hates
best
Thorn
weapons
who
in the game,
doesn't
right?
use Thorn, yeah.
It's really
Not
sorry.
one of.
It's, I guess this is not the first time you've heard that Thorn is overpowered, and
No.
it's got the range of a scout rifle, but it's a hand cannon.
it's-
Whatever.
yeah.
Let's get off that. But I love Bad Juju.
With the automatic reload as well with Bad
Exactly.
Juju, which
See,
is
when
really
you get
good.
into the rhythm of taking people out and not reloading, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially in like the Abyss and Crota, because it charges up your super really fast as well. Icebreaker, obviously, and the G-Horn. It took me a long time to get Galahorn in this game, and when I did, you were like, yeah, by the way, we're nerfing Galahorn. It's just like,
You nearly had a nervous breakdown trying to get that gun, didn't you?
well, I got it, didn't I? You know.
It's still going to be pretty badass. Even if we're going to nerf
It's
it.
almost like a rite of passage, that gun, sometimes for some people.
Yeah, it really is. And then some people show up and get it in their first run.
I'm excited about this new weapon foundry stuff, like all the new Suros
Yeah,
guns.
so that was that player just there was using the Suros weapons. So there's 3 new foundries. This character is using an Omalong weapon. So it's highly experimental, using dangerous science. So your weapon is an energy weapon. And then there's the Suros weapons, they're sort of the Ferraris of the arsenal, they're very elegant, the designers of the Suros regime from Destiny. And then there is one that I'm actually looking the most forward to is the Haka weapons.
So that's how you say it, Haka.
Haka, we're having a huge culture war at Bungie right now. Some people are saying Haka, some people are saying Heka. So,
How do you spell it?
Hakke. But, you've actually seen the Haka crates in the tower since the launch of the game, and now in the Taken King we're opening them and, sort of exposing that foundry in the arsenal. The Haka weapons are very, sort of near future Earth military, sort of that like military fantasy.
That's cool.
So there's going to be a lot of new weapons for you to play with, and a lot of great ways for you to earn them in the tower. So people have always said, I want this weapon in Destiny. How do I get this gun?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, go out and play more of the game. This will look to you. And now there are very specific things you can do to get your hands on the weapon that you truly want.
And I think that will encourage people to play more and encourage people to play, that certain way.
Play smartly, be more rewarding of your time, be more respectful of the time you invest in the game. I don't want people to have nervous breakdowns trying to get...
He's overreacting. What, it was a big deal? What? I did read the other day that you were changing the way that, like the sharding of legendary weapons works. Is that confirmed? Is that real? Or can you combine the legendary weapons that I don't need?
It's something, I'll tell you what, we have our own Twitch channel. So before the game launches, we're actually going to go up on our own Twitch channel. We're going to walk around in the tower. We're going to give every Year 1 Guardian sort of a tactical download of everything they're going to need to know in order to make those Year 2 evolutions. Because there's a lot of new ways in which we're going to allow you to upgrade yourselves and equip yourselves and to become more powerful and more dangerous. A lot of that is taking weapons that are of a certain power and then sacrificing them so that you can bring another weapon up to that power.
That sounds awesome.
It's not like what an MMO person would call a transmogrification, but it's about taking the force and the energy from one thing and using it to make something else better. So there's a lot of different ways that you can take the things that you love the most and make them useful to yourself.
Also, a lot of my favourite times in Destiny is sitting at the tower and just, you've gone on a fire team, raid, or you've gone and done some strikes, and just coming back and you sit down, you look at the view, or you look at the ships coming in, or someone's kicking the football around. I think it's those moments of release that make the kind of war so compelling sometimes.
Yeah, and those are the moments that people remember. It's like, we finish the raid, we go back to the tower. It's like everybody put on your new stuff. It's like, check this out.
Have a little dance.
It's like I don't need this, but I'm going to break it down, and now I have something else I can use to upgrade something that I want to be awesome. And now I'm level 33. So those are those moments of evolution, of becoming more powerful. Taking your character and upgrading it and customizing it, and creating something that's truly unique.
And also, how do you balance? Like, obviously, Destiny has evolved so much, in the last year alone, and obviously it's got a long future to go. Is there some features and some things that, you don't really want to remove, but you feel like you have to have the progression of the game?
I think what we try to do is we try to pay attention to the player of the game, see what they like to do the most. At the same time, we have our own inspirations. You know, we know what we want to do with Destiny. We know what else we want to add to it. You know, there's constant feedback on the forum as to things that people want to do. You know, people are always talking to us about, you know, like space combat or sparrow racing or private game lobbies. You know, these are all places where we could take Destiny on a long timeline. Right now, first-person shooter. You know, the Taken King is the extension of that first-person shooter fantasy. There's a lot of great cinematic content in the Taken King that tells stories about battles large and small. But your contribution to that fight is still a boots on the ground, gun in your hand adventure. So that's what we're delivering more of right now.
That's really exciting. I mean, that's what got me. Like, I'm not a huge RPG fan. I've always been a shooter fan. And that's what got me into the community. It was the fact that the mechanics of the game, straight up shooter, was really that's what really appealed to me.
It feels good to fly through the air and rain energy down on your enemies. Use awesome weapons. This is Mayhem Clash. So right here, this is a team deathmatch, kill or be killed team mode, and it's all about the super abilities. So if you're curious about the new supers, curious about your Guardian and the new energies that you'll be able to wield, they recharge faster than ever in this mode.
That's the mode you were talking about.
This is going to be absolutely insane.
So
I'm loving this Warlock.
Yeah, the Arc Warlock.
That's so good.
And you'll see the Hunter has a Void Bow now that actually binds enemies together.
So that's really a kind of a support class, right?
Yeah, for the first time ever, the Hunter is a support class. And for the first time ever, the Hunter has a ranged attack. You know, of course, there's always the Nova Bomb, or the Nova Shatter in that case. And we're bringing what Bungie calls man cannons back into play. So we'll literally catapult yourself across the map like that.
Oh, yeah. That used to be in Halo.
Yeah. So there's the Solar Hunter being deprived. Moment of glory.
That's cool.
And you know, it's just, and there was the Shadow Shot. So the Night Stalker, the Void Hunter, and the Void Bow.
We're just sitting here wanting to play it now.
I know, it's tantalizing.
You can pick up a controller right now.
It's so cool. I've got to ask as well, you know, what do you think of the music of Destiny? I mean, I'll be remiss not to ask it.
It's fantastic.
It is.
It's score. It's like genuine score, which is something that you can't say about every video game.
No.
You know, it's a big deal.
And tons more new music coming in the Taken King.
Great.
So,
can't wait.
I have a history of getting speeding tickets listening to Bungie soundtracks. So
and let us know where to keep in contact with churches and with Destiny.
Play. You can always play a game.
For sure.
You know, internet never sleeps.
Mate, I'm there anyway most nights. Like, I'd love to play with you guys.
What platform are you on?
PS4.
Well, we'd certainly have plenty of people in the studio on the PS4.
Sweet.
Take you guys on a raid.
Sweet.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah?
And I'm totally done with it.
Coming?
Oh, I'd love to come. I feel like
it's a date. We need
We've almost
two
got
more.
a fire team,
We need somebody out there. Where is it?
That guy over there,
Two more.
he can play.
Are you?
But thank you so much for your time. You know, is there a Twitter to follow or website? We know it already, but if anyone doesn't.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we are at Bungie, at BUNGIE. We're also at Destiny the Game. And that's where you can always keep up on you know, the news that's coming out of our studio about the games that we make and about the new adventures that we're going to send you out into the solar system on.
Brilliant. We can get us at Chiverches.
CHV.
Don't pronounce it Chiverches.
It seemed like a good idea at the time before everyone starts spamming us in the chat. Blah, blah, blah.
No, it's fine. Yeah, and thank you, all three of you, for being here today. And stay tuned here at Gamescom 2015. Powered by Twitch. We've got so much more content left to come, so many awesome games, so many incredible experiences, and then we've got some more churches as well coming up soon, so stay tuned.